Hi, in this video, we're going to look at how we go about solving intricate fractional equations. These examples are very similar to the ones you will find in an examination situation. Solve for A. Here we have the equation 1 is equal to 3a minus 4 over 2a plus 6. 2a plus 6 is the denominator of the fraction. When we have got more than one term within the denominator, we need to multiply each term by everything in the denominator. So in this case, we're going to multiply both terms by 2a plus 6. Now on the left side, we've got 2a plus 6 multiplied by 1, which is simply 2a plus 6. On the right side, these will now cancel, and we're left with 3a minus 4. And now we can solve for a. Here we have 3a and 2a. 3 is the higher coefficient, so let's leave that where it is and move 2a across. On the left-hand side, we've got 6. We're going to move this negative 4, so we say plus 4. Now we have 6 plus 4, which is equal to 10, equals 3a minus 2a, which is equal to a. So for this equation over here to be true, a will equal 10. Let's do another one. 3 over x minus 2 plus 4 is equal to x over x minus 2. The denominator is x minus 2. So the first thing we need to do is multiply each term by x minus 2. And now we can simplify. We have x minus 2 and x minus 2. These will cancel and we're left with 3. Here we have 4 multiplied by the bracket x minus 2. So for now, I'm just going to leave it as positive 4 multiplied by x minus 2. We have our equal sign. On the right-hand side, we've got x minus 2 and x minus 2, which will cancel again, and we're left with x. And now we can expand our bracket. So we have 3. Positive 4 multiplied by x gives us positive 4x. 4 multiplied by negative 2 is negative 8. And we make this equal to x. Now we can tidy this up a little bit. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So we have negative 5 plus 4x is equal to x. 4 is the higher coefficient, so on this side we got 4x. Let's move this x across, so we're going to say minus x is equal to, then we're going to move negative 5 to the right hand side and make it positive 5. 4x minus x is 3x, which is equal to 5. Divide both sides by 3, and we see that x is equal to 5 over 3. Let's do another example. Solve for x. Here we have x squared minus 3x minus 4 in the numerator of the fraction and x squared minus 4x in the denominator. Now, we've said in our previous examples that when working with fractional equations like this, you need to multiply out the denominators. And that is all good said and done. But when you have got a squared term and you start multiplying them by an x or another squared term, you start finding exponents of 4, exponents of 5, and it becomes very, very difficult to simplify. So the best suggestion when working with an equation like this is to simplify each individual fraction first. And we do this by factorizing these fractions. So in the numerator, we have x squared plus 3x minus 4. It is a quadratic. So let's open up two brackets, bracket 1 and bracket 2. The square root of x squared is x. So we have x over here, and we have x over here. Here we have a constant of negative 4, and the coefficient of x is negative 3. 4 is negative, which means one of its factors will be negative. 3 is negative, which means the larger factor will be negative. So we can put in here -4 and +1. Let's draw in the line for our fraction. In the denominator, we've got x squared minus 4x. Both of these terms include an x variable, so we can take it out as a common factor. So we have x, open our bracket, x minus 4. On the right-hand side of the equation, our fraction is simply 3/2, cannot be simplified, so we leave this as it is. Looking at this big fraction over here, we've got x minus 4 and x minus 4, which means that these brackets will cancel out. And we are left with x plus 1 in the numerator and x in the denominator. And we make this equal to 3/2. Now we have a denominator of x and a denominator of 2. So to find the lowest common denominator, we multiply these two together and we see that will become 2x. So let's multiply this fraction and this fraction by 2x. And now we can cancel. We have x and x, so we're left with 2 multiplied by x plus 1. On the right-hand side, we've got 2 and 2, so we're left with x and 3, which is simply 3x. And now we can expand our brackets. 2 multiplied by x is 2x. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. So we say plus 2, which is equal to 3x. Finally, we've got a 3x and a 2x. So on this side, 3 minus 2 leaves us with 1x, which is simply x. And on this side, we have 2. So, in order to make this equation true, x will be equal to 2. Let's do one last example. Here we have x squared minus 8x plus 15 over 2x squared minus 18. They're both quadratics. So let's factorize the numerator and the denominator of these fractions first. Let's open up two brackets. Square root of x squared is x, so we have x over here and x over here. Our constant is 15. I'm going to write that up here. And the coefficient of x is -8. I'm going to write that over here. So we need to find factors of 15 that when added together give us -8. 15 is positive, but 8 is negative, which means both factors will be negative. Let's look at 15 divided by -1, and we get -15. -1 minus 15 is -16. 15 divided by -3 gives us -5. -3 minus 5 is -8. It's the number over here. So let's fill in our brackets, and we've got x minus 3 and x minus 5. Put in our fractional line. Now we need to factorize 2x squared minus 18. 2 and 18 are both even numbers, so we can take 2 out as a common factor. 2x squared divided by 2 gives us x squared. And 18 divided by 2 is 9. So in this case, it's -9. X squared and 9 are both squares. So we can factorize this further using the difference of squares. So in the denominator of the fraction, I'm going to say 2 outside the brackets. Open up two brackets. Square root of x squared is x. There and there. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 over here and 3 over here. Let's separate these terms with a plus sign and these with a minus. I'm going to tidy this up a little bit. Okay, and we've made it equal to the fraction 2/5, which is up here. Now we can cancel because we've got x minus 3 here and x minus 3 there. So these brackets will cancel and we'll be left with x minus 5 over the 2 multiplied by the bracket x plus 3 is equal to 2/5. Now we need to find the lowest common denominator. And we've said in previous videos that to do this, we multiply our two denominators together. So in this case, 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, and then we multiply by the bracket x plus 3. So in this case, our lowest common denominator is 10x plus 3. Let's multiply 10x plus 3 to both sides of this equation. And now we can cancel. We have x plus 3 and x plus 3. Those will cancel out. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So on the left-hand side, we're going to have 5, open bracket, x minus 5. Put in our equal sign. On the right-hand side, we have got 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Now we have 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4, multiplied by the bracket x plus 3. And now we can expand our brackets. 5 multiplied by 5 is 5x. 5 multiplied by negative 5 is negative 25. Put in our equal sign. 4 multiplied by x is 4x. And 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So we say plus 12. Now let's get all of our x terms together. 5 is the higher coefficient, so let's leave it where it is. And move the 4x across, so we say minus 4x. On the right-hand side, we've got 12 there already. We're going to move negative 25, so we say plus 25. 5x minus 4x is simply x. And 12 plus 25 is 37. So we can see that in order for this equation here to be true, x is equal to 37. And we will look at more examples like these in our upcoming videos.